Hey family, it's Ray, and I'm back with another word. I pray that you guys are blessed, and I pray this word finds you well and in good spirits. So I have another word for you guys, and this word is pertaining to kingdom marriages and your spouses. And the title of this word is An Army of God Surrounds Your Union. Your engagement is imminent, and set boundaries. So this word comes from a dream that the Lord gave me on January 18th of this year, 2024. I'm not going to share the dream because it does have some personal elements in there here and there, but I will share the message, and then where I need to pull from the dream when it comes to the message, then I'll put those pieces in there. So getting into the message. So your union, this word is going to be for someone or people who recently or are currently experiencing attacks against your union. So this could have taken place on one or both sides, and this could be direct attacks through interference, lies of the enemy, attacks in the spirit or in the physical. There are people, whether exes, family, so-called friends, or anyone else that your spouse has some sort of connection with, doing things in an attempt to cause or keep the two of you stagnant. Now, when I wrote this initially, just jotting down the word in the dream, I use the word separated. So those connections, doing things in an attempt to cause or to keep the two of you separated. But as I rewrote this in preparation to deliver this message, the Lord removed the word separated and he put the word stagnant. So stagnant, he let me look up the meaning of, which means lack of activity, growth, or development, and the state of not flowing or moving, thus keeping this connection, this union, stagnant. And so there was a point in the dream where a woman was speaking to another woman who was a God-ordained wife, and this woman told the wife, when he comes back and y'all get engaged, you need to give him an ultimatum. She put an intense emphasis on the word when, as if to stress the fact that the reuniting and engagement between this God-ordained wife and her spouse were imminent. Now the Lord used the word imminent, IMMINENT, as opposed to imminent or eminent, which means, so there's like three words that sound the same, but there's three different meanings. So that's why I spelled it for you. But this word means coming or likely to happen very soon, impending, and at hand or approaching. So there needs to be boundaries set when the two of you reunite. The fact that she mentioned when you get engaged, this is something that needs to happen even before your marriage is sealed. Some of the counterfeits may be people who your spouse has close ties with, or even situations that may not be people per se that would be affecting your union. So like family, business, exes that they may share kids with, long-term friendships, even careers, for example. Ties that aren't so easy to cut. That's where the ultimatum comes in. So this ultimatum is not in terms of being a power move or to exert control over your spouse or this relationship. The Lord led me to look up the definition of ultimatum, which means a final proposition, condition, or demand. So these boundaries need to be set in place for protection purposes due to the fact that this person or people have played an intricate role in attacking and keeping this union stagnant. There is to be no access for this person. Those doors have to shut, those ties have to be severed, and if these are connections that can't be completely severed, like instances where a child may be involved or family, then there are measures that need to be taken to keep interaction or involvement to a minimum, setting boundaries and making them abundantly and exclusively clear to this person. Just because you step into your promise does not mean the attacks are going to stop. You still need to protect this baby, which means to shield it from every known and even unknown threat of harm or danger as best as you possibly can. You can't get lazy or let your guard down just because you entered into or received the promise. Now it's your responsibility to take care of it. In this dream, I could literally see the violence and chaos that surrounded this wife in this dream. But I could also see that she had people who were on her side helping her fight off these attacks so she could make it to safety, and also divine helpers who gave sound advice in support of her union. You have a team of divine helpers, angels in heaven, and also even someone or a few people in the physical, warring on your behalf, standing with you in support of your union and praying for you. And the scripture that the Lord led me to for this message was 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 14 through 17, which says, Therefore he sent horses and chariots and a great army there, and they came by night and surrounded the city. So this is someone who was preparing to or intending to attack Elisha. So therefore he sent horses and chariots and a great army there, and they came by night and surrounded the city. And when the servant of the man of God arose early and went out, there was an army surrounding the city with horses and chariots. And his servant said to him, Alas, my master, what shall we do? So he answered, Do not fear, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray, open his eyes that he may see. Then the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. So again, for someone or whoever this word is for that may be dealing with or experiencing warfare, when it comes to your union, just know that you have an army on your side. Your union is heavily protected. There is an army of God that is surrounding this union. Your engagement is imminent. Your reconciliation and engagement with your spouse is imminent. So this is something that is going to happen. Your marriage is going to happen. There's nothing that's going to come up against this union that the Lord will not overcome. Your union will not be overtaken by this promise. Your love, your marriage will not be overtaken. The attacks that have come up against your union will not prevail. So be encouraged, and I pray this word uplifted and strengthened someone who may have needed this word right now. Remember to set boundaries as well. That is a highlight that the Lord brought up again in this message and throughout this dream. So take this word back to the Lord and test the spirit behind this word. Ask the Lord to speak to you further concerning this word and confirm if it is for you, to give you specific directions, insight, clarity, and instruction concerning your individual situation. If you know anybody who needs to hear this word, feel free to share this word with them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and also hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of any future uploads when I post. And I'll be back soon with another word.